Today, we are diving into a huge shift in how AI creates text. You see, most AI models you use, well, they kind of type out their answers, one word after the next. But what if an AI could work more like an artist? What if it could create its entire response all at once, just like a painter standing before a blank canvas?
So let's really get into this by asking a super fundamental question. When you ask an AI to write something, how does it actually do it? You might think it's all one and the same, but it turns out there is a world of difference between an AI that just types and an AI that actually thinks.
And this, right here, is the core idea. On the left, you've got the typewriter. This is how pretty much every AI you interact with today works. It picks one word, then the next, in a perfectly straight line. And the key thing is, it can't go back. Once word 10 is written, it can't change word 1. But on the right, we have the painter. And this is a whole new way of thinking. The painter starts with a really rough sketch of the entire idea, and then it refines everything on the canvas at the same time, making sure the beginning of the sentence makes sense with the end.
Okay, so why is everybody in the tech world getting so excited about this painter method? Well, it's because the typewriter, as powerful as it is, has some pretty serious limits. Let's break down the problems that this new approach is trying to solve.
The first huge problem is something called the serial bottleneck. Think about it. Because a typewriter model has to generate words one after another, you can't really speed it up by throwing more computers at it. The process can't be done in parallel. To write 100 words, it literally has to take 100 different steps, one by one, and that makes it fundamentally slow.
The second big issue? Well, these models are kind of short-sighted. A typewriter model might pick a fantastic word to start a sentence, but that single choice could lock it onto a path where a good ending is completely impossible. It literally writes itself into a corner, all because it can't plan ahead and see the full picture.
So, to just quickly sum up the trouble with typing. First, it's slow. That one word at a time process is a real drag. Second, the planning is poor. It can't see the end from the beginning, which leads to, well, weird results sometimes. And third, and this is really interesting, it's a mismatch with how other AIs work. Our best image and video models, things like Stable Diffusion, they already think like painters. So this new approach actually unifies the way AI creates everything, from a picture to a paragraph.
Okay, so if the AI isn't typing, what on earth is it actually doing? This painter approach has a totally fascinating process. It literally creates a coherent, thought-out of pure chaos.
And here's the official term for it, a diffusion LLM, or dLLM for short. Now, a dLLM doesn't build a sentence, it reveals it. It starts with a bunch of complete gibberish, just random noise, and then step by step, it refines that noise until a clear, complete thought emerges across the entire thing all at the same time.
So the process begins with what is essentially static or noise. You can think of it like a block of marble. The AI then makes multiple passes, chipping away at that randomness. It isn't writing from left to right, it's looking at the entire block at once, sculpting it, and letting the final, clear text just emerge from the chaos. Now, we are staying pretty high level here, I know, but we're actually going to do a whole separate explainer that dives deep into the technical mechanics of the diffusion process itself. So if you're curious about the real math behind the magic, definitely stay tuned for that.
So what can this painter actually do? What are the practical superpowers here? First, flexible infilling. You could literally delete the middle of a paragraph and a dLM could fill it in perfectly. Second, global coherence. This is absolutely crucial for long stories, right? You want to make sure a clue in chapter 1 actually matches the big reveal in chapter 20. And third, it's super controllable. You can give it a really specific rule like write me a poem where the last word has to be ocean, and it can plan the whole poem from the very beginning to make that happen.
This all sounds amazing in theory, right? But who is actually building these painter AIs? Let's take a look at the key players who are turning all this research into a reality.
First up, we've got Mercury Coder from Inception Labs. You could argue this is the first commercial-grade dLM out there. And this quote gets right to its killer feature, speed. Because it generates code in parallel all at once, it can be 10 times faster. For programmers, that's an absolute game changer.
Next up is Lada. Now this one's a crucial research model, and its importance really can't be overstated because it was the academic proof that this whole diffusion method isn't just some cute gimmick. Lada showed that these models can get really big and perform complex reasoning right on par with their typewriter-style cousins.
This table gives us a fantastic snapshot of the whole landscape. You can see a really clear split, right? You've got commercial players like Mercury Coder who are focused on today's problems, like speed.
And then you have academic and huge corporate research models like Lada and Gemini Diffusion, and they're pushing the absolute boundaries of what's possible with planning and editing.
So, the real takeaway is this. If you want to see the immediate, real-world impact of dLLMs, you look at things like Mercury Coder solving today's speed problems. But if you want to get a glimpse of the future, you watch what the big research labs like Google are doing with their experimental models.
So what does all of this mean for the future of AI? Are these fancy painter AIs going to completely replace the good old typewriters we use every single day? Well, the answer is probably not. It's a little more interesting than that.
A really powerful way to think about this is using the System 1 versus System 2 analogy from psychology. The typewriter AI is like your System 1 brain. It's fast, automatic, instinctive, perfect for a quick chat. But the painter AI, that's like your System 2 brain. It's slow, deliberate, and careful. It's what you use for complex planning and deep reasoning.
And this really points us to what the future looks like, a hybrid studio. It's not about replacement, it's about collaboration. We'll use the typewriter models for all the fast, simple stuff, but we'll switch over to the painter models for complex coding or creative writing. And here's the coolest part. With dLLMs, we get this incredible new ability to let an AI literally think longer by just running more refinement steps to get a better, more thoughtful answer.
And that's the big thought I really want to leave you with. For years, we have been obsessed with making AI faster, but this new paradigm gives AI the ability to be more deliberate. So the real question is, what new frontiers could we unlock if our AI learned not just how to write faster, but how to stop, plan, and truly think?